I think we're wide open. I think we're going to have a wide open competition. Shane won the spring, I guess you would say, and now we're past the spring. So we kind of put that beside us or behind us, and now it's a brand new open competition again for the fall. Guys are healthy, guys are back, new guys are in. So that was kind of the spring competition, but now we're going to start brand new now.
Jedd, how will you structure the competition, and what are your mileposts to cut the number down?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give a lot of guys a lot of opportunity. We're going to have a lot of plays of practice. We're going to be out on the field as long as we can be on the field in order to give these guys chances, and we're going to do everything we can to make it even and make it fair. And for as many guys as we can, as early on as we can, and then kind of start working the whittling down period of, okay, well, now we can't give everybody rest of the ones. I kind of lived through that last year in Jacksonville when we brought in Blake and had Chad, and it was the whole discussion of who's going to get the rest of the ones and who's not, and we gave everything to Chad. And then Blake played week 3. We're not going to do that. So we're going to get a nice competition and make sure that these guys can battle it out and be with different centers and the same center and then different receivers and the same receivers and really see how they do with the same groups.
How many can you start with, like realistically for the first week?
We can, the way we'll structure practice and the times that we'll be out there, we'll be able to let all the guys that are going to be in the 105 compete for the job to start, and then we'll obviously start whittling down once we see really who's ready to be a starting quarterback in Michigan. You can kind of see that quicker.
A date in your mind where you'd like to have it to like 2?
No, we haven't talked about that at all. No, I think when it happens, it will happen, and it'll be clear to Coach Harbaugh and Coach Drevno and myself and the whole staff. And, what you really want it to be clear to everybody. You don't want it to not be clear to you want the right guard to see it. You want the head coach to see it. You want everybody to feel that we're now anointing that starting quarterback and everybody feels great about it. So when that happens is when we'll do it.
Would you like to have one guy, or would you be open to playing 2 different guys in the opener?
I think I saw Coach Harbaugh said the other day when someone asked him a similar question that obviously you'd like to play with one quarterback. There's a lot to that position. Some guys do it. I've been around Coach Spurrier. We alternated quarterbacks every down for 2 straight games. We played Florida State, and we were a major underdog. And we ran Noah Brandeis, and I think it was Doug Johnson or Noah Brandeis and Jesse Palmer in every play and every other play. But I don't expect us to do that.
Yeah. What's impressed you most about Jake?
I haven't spent much time with Jake. We haven't. He's smart. He's diligent. The guy's. He looks good. He looks like he's worked hard in the weight room when I saw him today. But I think he's a very polished kid. Impressed me when he came out. And most importantly, when we brought him from Iowa, he doesn't turn the ball over and doesn't take sacks. So if you don't do those 2 things, good things come your way. And I think in 2 years he might have turned it over 25 times and might have taken like 23 sacks or something. And if you can live off of those numbers or something close, you're going to be a very good football team.
What did you like out of Morris coming out of the spring?
Well, I think Shane and Alex were neck and neck throughout the early part of the spring, and then kind of midway through, and then kind of Shane toward the end there, started getting to playing a little better and had a little more maturity maybe or experience. But Shane's got a live arm, and he can make every throw, and he's a good athlete. And he works really hard. He's in the building all the time. So I like all that about Shane. Now Shane has to go out there and find a way to perform under the light, so to speak, and in 11-on-11 drills, and, with the pass rush and all that stuff.